Welcome to the beginning part of the video. We've got a slightly different setup today, and probably for a little bit longer now. We've got a lot more of the table to see because well, we're doing a different part which we'll get into. It requires a little bit more of a strange configuration. Anyway, let's see how we're getting on here. Oh, we're getting our playback. We got our chat up. Fantastic. Looks like we're getting our playback as well. Right. Hi, I'm Chris, and this is my game Realm of the Empress. It's a single-player fantasy adventure game where you explore a large open area, in this case Port Ovis, do quests, learn and upgrade a variety of skills, and buy different weapons and armour and upgrade those to progress your character. There's also a main story that takes place in your dreams and should hopefully act as a hook to keep you wanting to play more and to find out what happens. In this video series I'm doing a full playthrough of the whole game. Each video should be about an hour long, and the last playthrough I did was about 60 hours, which are well over now, so we'll see how far we've got. I think maybe another week, but it's hard to say for certain. It depends how things go in the dungeon. I'm streaming Monday to Thursday at 7 PM UK time every week, well, for maybe the last week, or see how long we're going for. So feel free to leave a comment on any of the videos, or if you catch a live stream, write something in the chat, as any and all feedback is more than welcome. So we rolled a nightmare, so we ended up we went back to the inn, and I don't know how this is going to work. We went back to the inn and stayed the night. They're going to try to bring that up, see if that focuses, because we've got a whole different setup. It's very different. Hopefully that works. Yeah, so at the inn it's night time now, and we rolled a 6, which means that we have a nightmare. We've got our 12-sided die as our character marker as always, and we will every 12 steps is 1/2 hour of time. Anyway, we've got to go through having this nightmare first, and then we're going to head to the dungeon, which is the idea. Yeah, we're going to head to the dungeon. I just realised I'm not going to be able to read that. Am I going to be able to read that? Maybe. Hopefully we don't have a lot more reading to really go on for. So it says, you are in the veil, only it seems thick with a white opaque blur, distorting shadows all around you. You then hear a voice, light yet filled with malice. She can wait for you. You are as a gnat in the air, seeing through a tunnel, believing it to be the entire world. A world closed to you, incomprehensible in the warm embrace of that seer. You have no idea about the threshold upon which you crawl, inaneness, truly. The white blur vanishes instantly, and it feels like you are falling, only there is no landing as you become aware of a strange landscape hidden in weavings of fog. Though not white, but dark as night. Take the Nightmare Path deck. So that is what we're going to do. So we've had our nightmare here. Read it out. We've got the Nightmare Path deck here, and it's a bunch of cards. We are trying to find a pedestal and hopefully there's a pedestal there, hopefully come across a grove or two. Groves will give us a little bit of a shield. So yeah, sorry it's zoomed out a lot more, but we need to fit in as much as we can when we do the dungeon, and I've tried to make a bit more space on the table so we can do that. You'll see what I mean once we start moving around in the dungeon. It's more of a modular system, going back to rooms, unlocking keys, that kind of thing. Think of perhaps like an old Zelda dungeon, but less complex, I would say. One of the more simple ones perhaps. You are getting keys and coming back to rooms, so I did also want to keep the same as the overworld map where you're creating the rooms. So we end up with a bit of a modular system, and we need to keep the cards. So you'll see as I go. Let's make our nightmare path. Let's do the nightmare. So we're going to create. That's very quick. So we didn't get any groves. We will put those two together, and we got to our pedestal. So we didn't get any groves. We did not get any extra shield, unfortunately. But that's okay. Let's put those back. Right, and we get to choose which tyrant. We don't get to choose, we get to roll for which tyrant. There are 6 different tyrants. We'll see which one we get. Number 5. So we find the 5th tyrant. So the tyrants have their own AI cards and different body parts to aim for. So tyrant 5, we can piece it together. We are going to get ourselves a worm type thing. So let's put that together. Don't know if you're going to be able to see it because of the glare. It goes that way. Let's try to maybe put it up a bit. So each piece of the tyrant here is the head, for example, will have on the reverse side an amount of health. Hopefully you get that, or you can see that. Anyway, it's got 30 health, so it's got a very high health, so it's going to be very difficult for us to attack it. So we also don't want to get any terror. You gain terror in this world. And we'll see what we get here. There's AI card. I wonder if that's visible. So it moves 2 squares per turn orthogonally. Attacks if less than or equal to 4 squares. And it's got spit spores or tail jab, and it has reactions to the 4 different attacks that I can do. So that's there, so we remember. Here's our map for it. Again, it's zoomed out because we need it to be for in a bit, but we will try. We should just be able to evade it. When we do a blink, it's going to move away from us, so we should be pretty quick in getting this done. I've done other ones before as well. Let's get our weapons, our spirit weapons together. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got blink, blind, bend, and betray. So blink is to move 5 squares in one go, and blind means the tyrant can't move for 2 turns. They start in the middle. We're trying to go from the bottom up to the top in the light. Bend means that we can parry their attack, and betray means we can actually do some damage to them, but only 4. So we're going to put that there. These are our attacks. That's what they're going to do. We use mana to attack and move. We start off with 5 mana. All these attacks and things use mana, so it's a resource you spend, and then we gain 1 mana for every square we move on the board too. So we can start off with using our blink, which means we can move 5 squares. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way along there. Because we did that, they're going to move away 2 squares orthogonally. So 1, 2. So we've used, the blink uses 3 mana, so we're down to 2. So we move 1, get a mana, and it'll move 2 squares orthogonally. Oh, I moved it diagonally, didn't I? Moved it there, so we're going to move towards us. 1, 2. It moves quite slowly, so we should be alright here. We're going to blink again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So move 2 away. Then we're going to move 1 and get 1 mana. Going to move 2 to us. 1, 2. Move 1, get another mana. Then move again closer towards us. we move 1 and pick up from these little spaces. We get 5 mana on top of our 2, so we've got 7 mana. And it's going to move 2 to us. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use 3 as a blink. 1, 2. And again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it'll move away. 1, 2. So we are down to 1 mana. 1, 1, 2. 2. So we should be okay here. We just got a 3 because it's moving away from us. When we blink, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be quite straightforward here. And then we just got ourselves another 5. So we can easily do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it'll move away from us too. So here, quite straightforward. And we can do it again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've really very easy now. We just keep moving. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, and then we're out. So no problems at all. We were lucky there. Some of the tyrants are more aggressive than others. This one was not, so we managed to go straight through that quite quickly, which is what we wanted to do. You gain terror. You don't have your normal armor or weapon. You're in a different place, a different realm. So things work quite differently. So let's put these all back. So you can, the idea is that later in the game you will want to attack and get a resource, but not probably even in the Port Ovis version of the game here. This is just chapter 1 of a bigger world that you can explore. But the rest hasn't been made yet. So this is just see how we get on with this one first. Right, so we put our spirit weapon away. Okay, so that is that bit done. We have done just that little bit of inconvenience really. So now we are back on the overworld. At night time, you're not going to be able to see too much there, but we'll see how we get on. We have got 2 quests left in our quest tracker, so we're trying to finish off quest R here, and then we'll finish this one off after we figure that out. So that's where there's much longer left, I don't think. So we've got to make our way over to the dungeon entrance that we found before. If we look on a different, it might tell us on one of the earlier ones. 225, I think. Yeah, well, we know where it is, but we're going to get over there. And so, what is the last time it said? Yeah, we got a white pearl. You place a small object next to the blue stone. So this is what happened. Let's read this out. This is what happened last time. The witch Shulith helped us out. We try to put that up so you can see it and I can read it. You place the small, we put well, the stone. It glows brightly before melting. We lose the quest. So you feel a pulse run through your body, and a large rock next to the stone suddenly falls down near to you, revealing a dark hole of the same size. The pulsing sensation slows and stops, leaving you faint and short of breath, let's just say. You step a little closer and have to crouch down onto your knees. You cannot see anything inside, there is only darkness. To enter, open box A, and any companion, I'm getting rid of companions now, would leave you. Well, we're going to get rid of that. And it's all that short of breath. So we've got box A there, or box X, we don't really have a name for it yet. But that is when we start with the dungeon. So let's make our way over there anyway. We've already rolled 4 the weather, so it is not raining, it's okay. We've got our full weapon deck, our iron weapon, and yeah, we're just keeping that here for now. Actually, might need to make a bit more space. We'll see how we get on. We need our lantern. Oh yeah, I was going to say we wouldn't know that. Yeah, so let's. This is what would happen if you didn't know what you're doing. 108, 108, 108. We got our 300 plus cards here, grouped in the 50s. So we take our map cards from that. Yeah, I think we're going to go quite fast. I'm going to put that over there. Okay. So going west to east or east to west is always sequential, and all paths will lead to a building. You know, I know we need lantern oil. I'm going to buy some lantern oil before we go. I know we need lantern oil. I don't think there's any point in pretending we don't for this video. 106 is where we want to go. We're going to go to the shop. We need lantern oil. We're going to pick up our lantern as well. So we've got our player board here. I put our persuasion in the dream deck because we're done with dreams at the moment. We're going to pick up our lantern from the inventory, put it in our satchel. Oh, excuse me. We're going to put it in our satchel, and then we're going to buy lantern oil. We don't need anything else, I don't think. Yeah. We've got full bare leather armor. Oh my god. So we're going to the shop. So we've got the baker's, and that should be the general shop there. So we move 1, 2, 3 for our first steps this day. I'm pretty sure we reset all of that. Yeah, we pay for another thing at the inn. Did we pay for another thing at the inn? I think so. Yeah, we reset that already. Okay. And we reset the days. Yeah, okay. Right, so we're buying from our character at the general shop, Erith. Here is our man, Erith. And on the back, we've got a shop. I think we can get lantern oil. I don't know if we can get lantern oil for cheaper. We'll see. Did we do that? I don't think any of our persuasion cards linked up with Erith, but we can check it. That one does. Maybe they did. Maybe it did. Yes, these two do, don't they? So we're just checking these cards if they match. Double check it. Yes. So we will get half price off his cheaper stuff. So we look into their eyes and maintain eye contact, and we remark on the fair pricing, and he's going to give us half price on a lantern oil rounded up, right? So instead of paying, no, that's 5, yeah, so it's now 3 gold. So that's nice and cheap. So it's good to get the persuasion deck sorted out a little bit. So 3 gold and we'll get lantern oil. Yeah, I was going to do this last stream, but then I was going to do going there then coming back, as if you didn't know about it, but I think that's a bit of a waste of time, seeing as I know about it. And we don't want these to go on super long. Okay, where's the lantern oil? Is it? Here's the lantern oil. We've got lantern oil. We just need one of those for the visit in the dungeon, because time works differently there. get into that. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Put those away because we don't need them. Now we can get on with 8, and we're going to move across a fair distance. We'll see how far we go. 108. See if we can go down a bit. And 133. Oh no, we can go up, can't we actually? Yes. 109. Yeah, and then we need 72. So my new setup is making this a bit more tricky than it used to be, but we should still manage it. See how we get on. 71. There's the farm. Don't need anything from the farm. Past the farm, we know a little shortcut here, that's why we're taking it here, to get over to the westward where the dungeon is. Let's see if we can fit all of this all the way along. I mean, we can, we zoomed out, I just don't know. It's kind of messed with my whole understanding of where everything is, where to place it that I've been doing for the last 74 videos. Let's move me. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a half hour of time used up, our first half hour of time. Right, 117. Okay, 180. 1, 2, 3. There's the carpenters. 178. There's our fishing spot we used to go to. I think might be alright. Then we're going to go into the woods, which means we're going to have to start rolling our 8-sided die for encounters. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and time is doubled in the woods as well. I think we're going to have to go up a bit. Let's go up a bit. Yeah, okay. So, take that out. Time is doubled in the woods. 1 to 3 is nothing. A 4 to 5 is a rabbit. A 6, 7 is a boar, and an 8 is a bear. So because we've fully upgraded our sneak, we get +3 to our 6-sided die roll. So we can, I think, yeah, we don't have to worry about boar anymore. We could just sneak past them, but it's only bears we have to worry about. What are we going here? 2, 2, 3 next. So 2, 2, 3. 2, 2, 4. 2, 2, 5. That is the entrance to the dungeon. 2, 2, 5. Okay. We'll get rid of these cards in a minute. So 11, 12, 1. That's our first step in the woods. And we roll. We get a 6, which is a boar, so we don't have to worry about them. 1, 2, 3. We roll again. 6 is a boar, so we don't have to worry about that. 3, 4, 5. Last roll. 8 is a bear. Of course, we had to have some bad luck. Right, let's get the bear out. So the bear's got a sneak of 6, if I remember correctly. Yes, there it is. So if we roll a 3 or higher, we're okay. 6. Very okay. We don't have to worry about the bear. Okay, we're here. Let's pack up these because we don't need these anymore. 2, 2, 3. 2, 2, 4. We don't even need 2, 2, 5. I don't think actually, because we're going to be having. Let's keep it out. Let's keep it out because we can put it away. We don't need. Do we need our marker? We might need to keep our marker, our 12-sided die. We'll see how we get on. Let's pack these up. So we got make ourselves, because they're sequential, going east to west or west to east, left and right, and we can easily make some little piles to put back in the deck quite straightforwardly. So we would normally have got here, and perhaps we wouldn't have known we needed the lantern oil. So I don't know how annoying that is. So perhaps it'd be too annoying to keep in, but it's just a little thing for I don't know, just kind of makes sense, doesn't it? You need a lantern with some lantern oil to go into a dungeon. That's what I thought. Let's put these away. 117, but it doesn't have to be there for the game. Okay. Seven, 8, 1, 8, 1, and 64. Okay, so that's where we are, and it is the beginning entrance to the dungeon. Let's keep that. Let's put that in our save folder here. And we're going to create some space. We don't need this anymore, so I'm going to put it away. We will need that. Put it there. Put this to the side. Hopefully we'll need our weapon deck. So it says open up the box. So we shall do that. Box X or box A, whatever we end up calling it. We're not going to need the 8-sided die, I don't think, anymore. Anyway, we might come back out and get that. We need a couple of other dice. Okay, let's put those there. Right, so what we've got here is a whole nother map area. Let's move these away. It doesn't quite fit all of them in, annoyingly, but fits most of them in. So this is another 300 and it's actually bigger than the overworld map. 338 map cards, mini map cards that are going to have a dungeon inside it. So we're going to see how this works out for us in terms of doing this on the table. First of all, we just need number 1. Put that to the side. So we got number 1. On number 1, we have an icon. The icon is for a roaming gargoyle, and it is facing towards where you enter. So that means we can't escape it. Normally if they're roaming, you can sneak behind them or to the side of them. We'll go through the rules for that, but this one's right in front of us, so it's unavoidable. Straight onto it. So we're going to encounter a gargoyle, which is... So we got to remember if we can use our sneak ability or not. So we're there on the gargoyle. We can't sneak past it. So we get the monster. Dungeon monsters. We've got a whole deck of dungeon monsters. Big deck of cards. We'll find the gargoyle. It's one of the more difficult ones. Here we are. Yeah. we've got sellotape because we need to sellotape these things together. We're not going to need our time and day. Time does not work the same way, so we're going to get rid of this as well. And we've got our sheet for the dungeon. I don't know if you can read that. So it says the dungeon do not open until asked to do so. And then that will flip open, and we've got all the rules for the dungeon here. And we'll go through those. So it says start with map card 1, which we have done, and then we shall get into it. So let's move that out of the way a little bit. We need that, we need that. I'll put that out of the way. Okay. We will see how we encounter this gargoyle. There's unfortunately no art of the gargoyle yet. It has 65 health and it has a sneak of 7. You can't use bleed or poison on it though. So we don't have any poison anyway, so that's not really a big deal for us. It has how much? 65 health, so we're going to do this 65 for them. Move that to the side. Then we'll shuffle their deck. So they've got 3 cards on the back. You don't get any loot. Okay. So it's going to be 3 rounds before we reshuffle all their cards. They don't have, I think they've got 20 cards each, so we see most of their attacks. So there's the gargoyle. So we need to also do our bow. Hit. No. Do we get to use our bow? I guess not, because I guess we can't use our sneak on them as well, because we've kind of been ambushed by it. Because it's there right in front of us as we've come down. So we can't use any of our sneak attacks. We have didn't add up our health at the end. We've got 100. How much was our health? 108 plus our 5 species, so that's 113. And then 108, yeah, 13. And then we got 10 hours sleep. And we have did we get the star sign? Did we get the star sign? We were giving us an extra 20 health last time. I think I'll have to check that. That's alright. So let's say we got 123. That's still a lot rather than 143. If we need the help, then we'll say we had the star sign. Otherwise, we'll leave it without. I can't remember. I can check it though. We've got a bunch of food. We've got hearty meals, which restore 25, I believe. Yep, 25 health. And then we've got our excellent meat, which restores 32. But that will use up a turn in combat. So I guess, can we still use our sneak? Let's move this to the side a bit. Shame about the glare right there. It's unfortunate. Right, we take 4 for our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the enemy always goes first. So they do have an initiative of charge. We have got a few cards here: a back attack, sneak attack, a dodge, and a crit. So that's pretty good. If they've got an initiative, we have to. I can use my dodge because once per combat, I can turn any one of my cards into a initiative. So you can only counter an initiative with an initiative. 10's quite a big hit. I'm going to dodge that with my one. I can't do that again this combat. I pick one up. It's a miss. They're going to do a smash for 15. Okay, well that's not so good. We're going to do some damage though as well. We're going to combine these 3 cards to do 7 times 2 is 14. It's not bad. We can only do that once per round, 3 turns in a round. So we're going to take 15 damage from 23, so that's going to leave us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. So we've got 108. And we're going to do 14 to them. So that's going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 51. Okay, so we only picked one card up. We've got 2 misses. This is not a good start for us. It will enrage +5 to next attack. That is lucky. We can drop a miss. You have to put a card down if you can. We do. They put the miss. It's not going to do a +5 to next attack because we're at the end of a round. There is an alternative rule where the attacks and various bonuses or buffs go through rounds, but at the moment I'm playing without that. It seems to be pretty difficult enough without doing that, to be honest. So let's see how that goes. So that's round 1. Pretty even. We're going to do 1 less. We start around with 4 cards. So 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. We've got 2. That's how many? 3 misses out of our 4 total we've got in the first 2 rounds. It's not good. It's going to do a charge attack. I'm going to drop a miss and take the 10. So that's going to drop us down from 108 to 98. Oh dear. Okay, we pick up. Dodge. Okay, well, we see how that goes. It's going to do a throw for 5, but we miss a turn. It's only 5 damage. I'm going to drop my miss, and then we miss the next one, but we can still pick up. It's a crit, that's good. We're going to take the 5 damage and the 10, so it's another 15. So let's take the 10, and then 5. We're down at 83. We didn't do any damage to it. Okay, that's the end of round 2. We need to do a bit more damage. We will do. We've got our 4 cards already. We've got 2 backstabs with 6. We can do 12 damage off the bat. That's good. Smash. If those smashes is bad. Alright, I'm going to dodge that. I'm dodging that smash. And I got another dodge. Perfect. It's going to do another smash. I'm going to dodge that smash as well. Can't be another one. Enrage. There we go. 5 to the next attack. That's nothing. So we're going to do 336 times 2 is 12. So 1, 2, 39. So that's the end of round 3. And we reshuffle everyone's cards. So we didn't do too badly there because we managed to dodge those 2 smashes. Luckily. Let's reshuffle all the gargoyle. Yeah, you wouldn't know they've got no poison, so if you farmed out a bunch of poison beforehand, you would be probably a bit upset maybe. Maybe I'll write it in the rules that they don't take any. I don't think anything in the dungeon, I think none of it's going to use bleed or poison, in which case you might want a harder hitting sword or great sword even. We've got daggers. So these are the weakest weapons, but you can combine the most amount of them together for one big attack. So we still can do. What's our biggest attack? Because 2 4s times 2. So we can do 16 in one attack. It's still pretty good. But it uses 3 cards. So I wonder if I've got it that we can use our sneak's only a one-time thing. We can't use that at the beginning of another round, another set of rounds. So we reveal their card. It's a charge for 10. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't dodge this no matter what. We've got a good hit though. Let's just go in with the hit. 3 and a 4 is a 7 times 2. So we're going to take 10. They're going to take 14. So they're down to 25. We got 73. We only picked 1 up though. Okay, it's a sneak attack. they're doing another charge. I'm going to drop the miss. Hopefully I can well, I can't combine. We've got a dodge, that's good. And a 15, we can dodge that 15, which is nice. And pick out, yeah, we'll pick up 4 actually, because it's the end of the round. So we're just taking 10 there. Do we want to eat anything, a hearty meal? We'll see how we get on. So that's the end of round 1. Luckily we did dodge the smash. They hit hard, these gargoyles. So we pick up to 4 to start the round. Okay, we really want a crit. We got 3 backstabs and a sneak attack for 4. So throw for 5 and we miss a turn. I'm going to dodge that. Ooh, do I want to dodge that? We miss a turn though. I think it's worth dodging it. So we got another turn. I think we have to put a card down. I might keep that. We're going to miss if the next turn though is a big hit. Let's just do that. So we take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're down to 58, and they're going to take 3. Down to 22. Still something. We're going to miss the next turn. What we do pick up, it's a miss. So it's going to do 10, and it's going to do a smash. But I did keep my dodge to dodge the smash. We'll take that 10 charge. Oh, we're down to 40. Oh, this is hard. This is hard. Round 3. Enrage, it's going to do a +5 to the next attack. We've got 2 misses, that's not good. Drop a miss. We want to dodge? No. Smash is going to do 20. Oh, it's going to do 20. Okay, let's just put the stab down. It's doing 20 from our 40, so we're down to 20, something weird. That's painful. We just need a crit in here and we'll be okay. We've got dodge, throw, 5 and miss. Okay, I'm going to drop. This is the end of round 3. We're going to have to put those 2 together. 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to 15. Not bad. But we are low on health. We're at 28. We're at 28. Which is not good. Let's give them a shuffle. So they got 15. We can do it in 1 hit if we get good cards. We're going to have to eat a hearty meal, but we'd rather not use up a turn to eat it. See how we get on. How we do with time? We've got 15 minutes. That's okay, we can do a bit of exploration in the dungeon. I think we'll have time for, if we can kill the gargoyle. Alright, we just need some crits together with some big hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a crit. Just going to do a charge again. What we got? We've got ourselves a crit, a miss, stab, and a backstab. Okay, not great. Okay. Just drop the miss, I guess. We're going to take 10. No, we're gonna have to eat. We're gonna have to eat. We'll eat a hearty meal. That's going to restore 25, but because we're taking 10, it's only going to restore 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10. We still got our same cards, unfortunately. Enraged, next attack is going to do something. Let's put the miss down. Ooh, 5 to next attack is dangerous. Smash, that's the worst. Do we have a dodge? No. It's going to do 20 to us. 20. We're down at 13. Okay, we've got to eat again. We're going to eat again. Can we? I think I've got to eat more than 1 if we want to. Let's eat more than 1. That's 50. So that means we're going to have 30, so we're going to bring us up to 43. Yeah, I'm saying we can do that. We haven't used any of our cards, we used this up. So there we go, we're going to say we can use more than one of those if we need to, but we still got to be careful with it. And we still got a maximum of 9 slots, unless you're wearing cloth armor. We got our 4 useless cards. We really need to get some of these down. Smash for 15. I'm going to drop the stab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, and then we do 2 to it. It's down to 13. We just need to. We got there 5, 10. Dodge. We got to dodge at least. Throw. Miss a turn. Right. I need to dodge that. I need to dodge it so I've got the next one. We pick up. We just need a big hit. Oh, it's not a big hit. Painful. Throw. So we're going to take. Let's put that. Oh, we missed this turn. We missed it. So we dodged that one. Took that one as another 5 off us. From 8 to 3. Okay. So that's round 2. We just need a big hit. Just need a big hit and we can kill it. We got a 4 already. This is not good. Throw for 5. Do 10, but I still need to do the 3 afterwards. And I can't do that. Let's put the stab down. So we're taking. We're going to miss the next one as well. We're taking 5 damage. We're down low again. 28. It's down 2. It's down to 11. We just need a big hit. Oh my god, we've got 3 crits there. No hits. Where are our hits? It's 10. And another 10 for 20. Where are our hits? We can only do 6. We're going to do that. Okay, so we're going to take 20. That brings us down to 8 health. My god. It's not good. We're going to take 2 hearty meals and eat another 2 hearty meals. So we missed a turn. Here we're going to eat 2 hearty meals, brings up 50. We need to. Back up to 58. Wow. And that's the end of round. No. Do we? Yeah, we can put this down. Oh no, we had to eat, didn't we? We had to eat. Yeah, we did have to eat. Oh, that was terrible. That's terrible. We didn't get. Didn't get. Big hit. We got 3 crits altogether. My shuffling. It's letting me down. The cards stick together a little bit. We just needed. Well, we got 11 health. We can do that in 1 hit. We just need a decent set card. We need a crit. This is why daggers is more difficult. Daggers is more difficult than. If we had a great sword, we could just. I think they do an 8 maximum damage with 1 card. And they still get crits. So it's definitely easier with that. Let's do a smash. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're up to 50 odd, but we've eaten a lot. We've eaten 5 of those attacks. 2 misses! Okay, we can do 8. We just need 8, 9, 10, 11. We just need a 3 afterwards. But we can't combine. If we do combine, so we've got to miss that. And we're going to take 15 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 10. They hit hard. Do gargoyles. Dodge. Helpful, but not that helpful. We're going to drop and miss. +5 to the next attack, but we hopefully can dodge it. We just need it. Where are our attacks? Where are our attacks? We can dodge that. We can do 3 together. So let's do dodge, and then we're going to crit 4 to make it 8. From 11, 10, 11, 3 left. 3 left. Just need any hit card. Any hit card. Because we've got a crit. At least we dodged that attack. Yes, right, we've killed it. Here they all are. Here they all are. Unbelievable. Send a throw. But we're just going to do... We're going to kill it for sure. We're going to do that and that. So we're going to take the 5 damage though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're down to 38. And then we kill it. Whew, my word. That is hard. They hit hard. So the idea of that is to give you an idea of what's going on inside the dungeon. Although these are the most, well, almost the most difficult creatures in a dungeon. There are some bosses that you have to kill, which are more difficult. But we'll see how we get on with that. So we've got a choice now. We can come back out, do some... Well, that's going to reset. It's always going to reset. We can just try our luck again against the gargoyle, or we take that as all right. I think I'm just going to take that as all right, because if you want to get on with this, it's a lot of damage, but we're okay. We've only got 38. I mean, we essentially died at least twice there, or 3 times. Yeah, 3 or 4 times maybe. We've got a lot of gold. We could just go out and buy some more, but then we have to do it again, and we could do worse than what we did that time. Right, gargoyle. Dead. Don't get anything from it. We shall put the hearty meals away, because we've used those. And we've still got 4 excellent meats, so we've still got ways of healing. Wow, 5. All 5 hearty meals we had, we just used up in one thing. One encounter with a... Right, anyway, we killed it. So, we're now using this to work from instead of this. So, put those over there. And we'll pick out some of these. And helpfully do that. Fantastic. It's always helpful. Yeah, not too bad. Okay. Right, let's build up what we've got. So the idea with these, is that they clip together. But I couldn't do this with all of them, so we're going to have to sellotape the back of them down to keep bits together, because we come back through these. Although this entrance we do not come back through, so maybe you saw it before, but there's a number 2 at the top of this card next to the gargoyle, so we know which card to put there. So put 2 down. We build it exactly the same way, and there's nothing there. I mean, we don't need to use that. Maybe we go back to using our little character from the tyrant encounter. We don't need that. We're there. We'll work our way up through here. There's not a lot going on. Until we get to the top of the corridor. We've got rooms and corridors in the dungeon. So here we've got a triangle with a number 1. The triangle is called an interaction deck, and this is number 1. So we get to there. See, that's put together. Number 1. So we've got an interaction deck here of many cards. And interaction deck 1 we should read. So it's quite messy, but hopefully you can kind of see it. I'll read it out. You read words etched into the stone around the opening. Do not enter. Darkness only within. Deadly peril. You require 1 lantern and 1 oil. Should you fall in combat, read ID 18, that's interaction deck 18. Continue only after defeating the gargoyle. We've already done that. We had to do that, so we don't need that on it anymore. So we require 1 lantern, 1 oil. We've got that. It says do not enter. Darkness only within. Deadly peril. But we do not care about that. It says read interaction deck card 18. If we fall in combat. Okay, so we need that. And now we're going into the dungeon properly. We don't come back through here, so this can all go. So that is the beginning of the dungeon. How are we doing? A bit of time. So we start with our new space here. So here we've got a dungeon corridor. I can show you. Example, maybe you can see that. So we're going up, we've got a locked door on the left, open door we went through, so we can't go through the locked door. Maybe we can make a note of that. Right down at the bottom there's a locked door here. So come through the open door, locked door, and we walk all the way up to the top, where there is another open door. So this we're going to keep together with a bit of sellotape, which is not a very professional way of doing this thing, but I could not go through everything. How long is that? Making jigsaws out of everything would be a bit difficult to make other people do, for one thing. And there we go, we've got it all together, and we want card 14. So we're going to go through these cards one at a time. We just take, or we can take a few. We can take a few. So we take 14. So we got here at the back 14. And we come out through another door. And then we've got options to go north or west. We've got 15 north or 23 west. Let's take a few of these. So these wouldn't be on cardboard. Normally they would be the same thickness as these. I did them on cardboard because I thought I was going to be making jigsaw puzzles out of them all, but I'm not going to do that. It's just too much work. So we can go north or we can go west. North 15 or west 23. So you can flick through the cards. We can go to 23 first. Let's do that. 23. Okay. And then we've got, we should be reading. So we're in the dungeon now. We should be reading the rules for the dungeon. So to explore, reveal the map card as you would normally. Door keys may be stacked in your satchel. You may leave the dungeon at any time before unlocking some doors. We'll get to that. You must find and read each room's description once before entering it. Okay, so before we did the 23, we got a dungeon room deck description. Although, having said that, we don't know what room that is, do we? I don't think that's the right deck anyway. So we've got Rune Island. Anyway, so we've got ourselves a search deck, an identification deck, and this other. I don't think. Yeah, but you wouldn't know. Having said that, yeah, you wouldn't know what it is before you get to it. So that's an interesting one. We'll have to come back to that. Maybe you don't have to do that. So you may choose to search for items, but this can also reveal enemies. Take the corresponding number from the search deck for the search. Okay, so we got to 23, and we have a circle number 1. Circle number 1 is the search deck. The triangle is the ID deck, identification, and then the circle is the search. So if we search, we got a chance to find something, well, find something useful and a chance to find enemies. So we've got our search deck 1. And we read it. So got a bunch of stuff on here. Okay, so it says on the back. What does it say on the back? Can we read that? Candle and matches needs a stand to stay upright. Once have ritual items 1, 2, 3, 4. Read room deck 3B. Place an inventory. Quest items slot. Ritual number 1 of 3, but 3 items at the top there it says. So we got 1 of 3, so we did well there. We got the thing we needed. Let's put that in our quest items deck. It needs a stand. So this is interesting. We don't know what room this is, so we can't be reading. I have to think about that when we get back to it. Anyway, we did that, so we've gone there. So we come up here. Okay, we're going to do 22 next. And we have another search, number 4. So we want to get number 4. There we are. 4 is less good. We have got a poisonous leech. We've got a combat situation here. Hopefully you can read that. Poisonous leech. So we've got a combat 4. So these enemies encountered as you search will respawn if you fall in combat. Healing tonics will respawn also if you fall in combat. Encountering enemies is always before any other action. Okay, so we encountered this enemy. So we got some candle and matches. That's good, but we did bad because we got this one by accident. Poisonous leeches. So we can put these back. We've got a combat situation. So what I'm going to do is stick these down. This is more difficult when they're not stuck together. Okay, so we should just do it maybe one at a time as you get them. So we'll stick that to that. On the back. Okay, and then we went up north to 22. There we go. Okay, that's where we are, number 4. So we can move that aside to do battle with a poisonous leech. Poisonous leech. Let's find a poisonous leech. Here we go. Poisonous leech. got 5 minutes left. Right, well, we're 5 minutes over even. We're going to have to do this battle with the poisonous leech. They've got 35 health. I guess we can't sneak. Why do they have a sneak level? They shouldn't have a sneak level because they're just coming up. No sneak on these. Right, so we would have a poisonous leech to go after. They've only got 2 cards, so we reshuffle after 2 rounds. 35 health. We've got 38. See how this goes. 35. Right, we'll have to come back and do this next video. Right. That's okay. We'll see how we go on. So there we go. We made a start in the dungeon. Rules are a bit different, but we'll see if we can get through it and see how that works. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.